Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Having a look at the lineups here, it looks very much, Jim, like a 5-4-1.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training. And it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Fernandinho. Silva. David Silva drives it forward. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Yedlin hoists it forward. Oh, good interception. Fernandinho. Fernandinho plays it forward. And it's Sterling. Lovely bit of skill there. Mondi. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Stones does well to read it and intercepts. Aguero gets on the end of it. Rodri. A real chance to break. Willems tries to get it forward quickly. Jonjo Shelvey. Hayden. Jonjo Shelvey. Hayden. And it's played forward. Stones is there and he can get that clear. Now it's Aguero. Now it's Mahrez. Lascelles concedes a free kick for that. Sterling.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Fernandinho. Now it's Mahrez. And here... Aguero! Hayden. Fernandinho. Kyle Walker. Stones. Mendy goes looking. And it's Shelvey. Almiron. And he heaves it forward.
Almiron.
Played into the middle. Oh, that is asking for trouble. De Bruyne. Forward it goes. Sterling. Almiron gets it back. Keeper's got good distance on that. Fernandinho. Stones. Stones plays it forward. Away from immediate danger. Manchester applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs.
No, goes for it! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Rodri. Mondi. Still goalless. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Federico Fernandez sends it forward. And it's played forward. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Aguero. Loose ball, who's going to get that? That's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. De Bruyne. Back for a throw. Willems. Lascelles. Fernandez. Lascelles drives it towards the front. Fernandinho cuts it out, hoists it forward, and it's been taken straight back. And here's Mahrez. De Bruyne. Kyle Walker. And here's Aguero. Jonjo Shelvey gets it away. Rodri. Kyle Walker. Rodri. Mondi. Rodri. Kyle Walker. De Bruyne. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's Aguero. Silva. Mondi. Jonjo Shelvey. Tries to get it forward quickly. Sterling. And here's Aguero. De Bruyne. Almiron. Hayden. This could fall anywhere. Fernandinho goes looking. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, nice touch. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Newcastle get it back again. Stones drives it forward. Mahrez gets wrestled off the ball. Well, that's where he wants it. Silva. De Bruyne. Beautifully done. Hoists it forward. Almiron. Yedlin. And it's played forward. And that has been cleared. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. De Bruyne. And it's Walker. Mondi. Out to the left it goes. And here's Aguero. He's missed, but not by that far. Up to meet it! Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. We're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Aguero battles to win it back. Now it's Aguero. Silva. And here's Sterling. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
De Bruyne!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Stones does well there, alert. Federico Fernandez goes looking. Jonjo Shelvey. It's an entertaining game, this. Both teams have had chances, but it is still 0-0. It's a loose ball. He's gone for it! That's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Forward it goes. Fernandinho plays it forward. Rodri. Willems. Jonjo Shelvey. Tries to get it forward quickly. Over to the left. Looking for a decent ball in. In comes the cross. Fence has got rid of that. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he just whacks it away. Forward it goes. Aguero is on a run down the left wing.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Well, nobody's going to argue with that. Stones. David Silva drives it forward. Dubravka is there to take. Willems goes looking. Willems. Lobs it in gently. Walker is there to heave it away. Rodri can get it clear. And it's played forward. Silva. David Silva plays it forward. Lascelles tries to clear. Up towards the front line.
Manchester really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
Mahrez. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Keeps everyone guessing. A chance to play it in. And it's Walker. Lovely feet. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. The action has already resumed here.
Manchester playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Silva. Whipped in. And that's been levered clear. Yedlin. Almiron. Mondi. Sterling. De Bruyne. Mahrez. And here's Aguero. He's had a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Almiron hoists it forward.
Manchester clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Yedlin. Yedlin drives it forward. And it's got through. He's left his man. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Newcastle are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Yedlin. Hayden. Fernandinho attempts a clearance. Lascelles. Jonjo Shelvey. Yedlin. Almiron. Yedlin. Aimed in towards the centre. De Bruyne. And it's Mahrez. Kyle Walker. Mahrez. Steered forward. Jonjo Shelvey. Now a chance to break. Looks to bypass the midfield. Fernandinho. Mahrez. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And here's Aguero. And it's been taken short. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Silva. And here's Mahrez. Rodri. De Bruyne. Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, he's an elusive customer. He can get between the lines and behind them, so he must be more closely marshalled like that.
Silva. And it's Sterling. And here's Aguero.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Mahrez. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Jonjo Shelvey can get it clear. Silva. He'll have a go.
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
And it's played forward. De Bruyne. And it's Walker. Drilled in low. Lascelles can hoist it clear. Sterling gets it back. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Rodri. De Bruyne. It's come loose. Andy Carroll. Willems. Willems. Here it comes. And a header! No mistake! And finally he has breathed life into the game!
And you know, thinking question about that. I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Carroll taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Newcastle themselves into the lead.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind: when the going gets tough, etc.
And it's Mondi. And here's Mahrez. Big chance! And the ball's come out, and they've been caught out here. He's there to get rid. It'll be a throw-in. De Bruyne. And here's Aguero. Walker. And here's Mahrez. Shot a goal! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Kyle Walker tries to get it forward quickly. And the counter is on. Gale plays it out to the wing. And it's Shelvey. This was gone, that's foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Shelby!
Not the worst effort, Peter. It just needed a bit more fine-tuning.
Kyle Walker. De Bruyne plays it forward. They've managed to get it away. And here's Aguero.
Manchester showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl. It's Aguero! Almiron. Rodri. Mahrez. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's De Bruyne.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And here's Mahrez. Finds himself eased off the ball.
Manchester are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hayden goes looking.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Stones. De Bruyne. Now it's Aguero.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well played, he saw that coming. De Bruyne. Mahrez. And it's Walker. Mahrez proving impossible to wrestle off the ball.
Manchester are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Fernandinho. Forward it goes. Rodri. Manchester must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need...
Aguero! Should have equalised.
That had a lot resting on it, you know, Peter, and he's visibly cross with himself.
Rodri. Sterling. And here's Aguero. It's Aguero! And the lead stays intact, just.
Aguero clearly cannot yet fathom how he hasn't levelled it. A stunning, stunning save.
Manchester are running out of time to save themselves. Oh, that is lovely footwork. And it's Walker. De Bruyne. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Played out to the right. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. A finish of true class. They have stolen level at the last. And he's produced a beauty. All square again into the dying minutes. Well positioned to make that interception.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And here's Aguero.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, real danger here. He's there to receive it. Shoots! Oh, what a wonderful stop.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
goes back. Needs a quality cross. Looking to go deep. Perez. The final seconds now. Shelby. Oh, some tackle that. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Shelby! Played back in. Hayden. Floats one over. Almiron. Almiron! Almiron! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. And it's ended in a draw, graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest, and a result which at least partly satisfies all. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would